Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have a nice little baseball game between Loyola Cubs and Alemany. Our Loyola Cubs are 5-11 on the year, so a win would be ideal tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. Our last game against what I believe St. Francis. Let me confirm that for you guys. We've won 2 games in a row, both versus St. Francis, away from here at Hernandez Field. But today we are back at Hernandez Field, and the Loyola looking to win a 3rd straight game. And also the Alemany Warriors are 5-8 on the year, so technically would be a little upset if Loyola could win here, but you just never know with baseball. We can see it happen tonight. Our Cubs, as we mentioned earlier, 5-11, but they do have a nice shot at winning, and what hopefully could be a turnaround, as the start of the year did not go great, but as I mentioned before, 2 wins in a row. You never know. You really never know with baseball. So we could have a tight game ahead of us as the pregame warm-ups have ended and the national anthem about to go on, and we should start momentarily. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, as the Loyola Cubs are beginning to take the field for pregame national anthem. A nice sunny LA day today, unlike the past 2 weeks. Sunny 68 degrees out here in Los Angeles. And it's going to be nice that we're at least going to get a baseball game in today, as tomorrow and Thursday it is expected to rain. So great day for baseball, sunny. And yeah, it's going to be a good game ahead of us as the players are standing for the national anthem. We will be getting going. We will get going in a few minutes. Loyola Cubs looking to win against the Alemany Warriors. Sorry about that. So if anything, Loyola might actually be favored in this game, as the Cubs are 3-4 at home. That may not seem great, but when you look at additional stats such as like the away games, this is absolutely where the Cubs want to be, as when they play away from Hernandez Field, they are 2-6, and Alemany also 2-5 when they're away from home. So Cubs could actually be a bit of a favorite this year for this game, and it would be nice to see that. Nice to see a Loyola win and try to get a little winning streak going and continue it against this Warriors team.
Who's pitching today?
18. All right. For the Cubs have taken the field. Play is going to be underway shortly. Pitching for our Cubs, number 18, Nate Stern. So Stern, we've broadcasted a game earlier this year. He had a rough go here at Hernandez Field. Gave up about 5 runs. But so today, maybe looking hopefully for a bounce back game for this Loyola squad against the Warriors. And hopefully can help continue the Cubs, potential Cubs winning streak. Nate Stern, a junior for the Cubs.
Andrew Garcia up to bat.
Yep. Andrew Garcia up to bat for the Warriors as we are just about ready to get underway. Andrew Garcia, number 1, a senior for the Warriors. Stern is getting ready, getting comfortable on the mound, and we are about to get started. The first pitch is low for a ball, and we are officially underway as that's low, and it is 1-0. Stern looking to hopefully do some major damage against this Warriors team. As previously mentioned, is 5-8. There he gets in a strike. It's 1-1. So Stern he's hopefully looking to have a nice little game here against the Warriors, make up for a performance he had a couple weeks ago that wasn't the best. As that one is a strike, looking like a curveball inside. Caught the call. It is 1-2. Stern in position to hopefully get a strikeout, to strike out Garcia. As it's 1-2. Wind up the pitch. It is low and away. That is 2-2. Cubs dugout wanted it. You can hear him from here. So Stern is still trying to get the strikeout, while Garcia hopefully trying to get on base and start off a little rally for the Warriors squad. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's high, pop-up foul. Foul past the third base dugout. It's still 2-2. So this Warriors squad coming in 5-8. Hopefully they're trying to beat this Loyola squad that won 2 in a row against St. Francis to take a series. Here's the 2-2. That was also fouled off, and it'll remain 2-2. Garcia making Stern work a little bit here. This will be his 7th pitch of the at-bat. He's ready. Garcia's ready. The windup. The pitch, a ground ball, shortstop Krause, throws, got him at first. 1 down, nice start for Stern and the Cubs. So Stern, a nice little start there. Probably threw a couple pitches more than he would have wished to, but He got the job done and got Garcia to ground out. Now in comes the next Warrior batter. Stern is ready. He's ready. The wind, the kick, the pitch. It is out. Nope, caught the outside corner. That's a strike. It's 0-1 for Stern. Stern, past couple at bats, both gets first pitch strikes. Always the rule of thumb as a pitcher. Don't want to throw a first pitch ball. After that, the batter's confidence just skyrockets. Here's another pitch. That ball is a ball. That's a ball. Low. It's 1-1. Stern's ready. Pitch. That was also inside for a ball. It's 2-1. Stern. Couple balls to start off. Hitters count right here, 2-1. Let's see if the Warriors batter at the plate can do some damage. But hopefully Stern hopefully trying to mitigate any damage that may come. That pitch is outside. It is 3-1. Stern, after a first pitch strike, looked great, but now 3-1. Hopefully trying to avoid a walk. 3-1 pitch incoming. That's inside. Ball 4. Where his batter takes his base. And up comes number 24, Jaden Lusk. Sophomore hitting third for the Warriors. Sophomores on varsity, that's a bit of a rarity, and especially for him hitting third, he's got to have some potential to be a good hitter. But Stern hopefully trying to get him as that pickoff. And a balk is called, I believe. Not sure, was looking away for a second, but I believe that was a balk called on the missed pickoff attempt. And the runner on first will get a free base. He'll move on to second. Those who don't know, balk is basically just an illegal pickoff move. And that gives the Warriors a chance to score here early. Stern, bit of a mental error, I guess, or maybe tripped, as that ball's high, 1-0. Not something you want to happen this early in the game, but Stern hopefully, Cubs hoping he'll correct that and hopefully get out this inning. But the Warriors are threatening 1-0. That's high popped foul. It's 1-1. Lusk, batter for the Warriors. Lusk trying to hopefully cash in on that mistake. Hopefully he's probably aiming for a base hit up the middle or a bloop the other way. We'll see here. Pitch coming from Stern. That was just high. Looked like an off-speed pitch, maybe slipped out of his hand. It's 2-1. Not the best control early on from Stern. He walked the previous batter. Now it's 2-1 here to the 3-hole hitter Lusk. Important pitch coming, 2-1. That's another ball. It is 3-1. That one was a little closer, but did not get the call, and now it's 3-1. Walking the batter here wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, as that would put the double play in order. But also not a great showing of Stern's control so far. Another 3-1 count. He's set. The pitch incoming. That one's a strike. 3-2. Got a fastball in there, and Lusk didn't seem like he was trying to swing on that one. And now we got a full count, 3-2. 1 on, 1 out. 3-2 count with a runner on second base. The 3-2 pitch struck him out. What a pitch by Stern, as that seemed to clip the high and inside high and inside corner right there. Great control. And he has a solid chance to get out of this inning after that strikeout. Yeah. So far, at least from the positive side from Stern, we haven't seen him get hit around yet at all. Just a couple foul balls. The first pitch is well outside. That's a 1-0 count, but so far Stern, not the worst start. Just needs to, if he can lock in the control like he did there to get the strikeout, we could see a good game. We could see something special from him. But first, he's asked to get out of this inning with the runner still on second. The 1-0 pitch is a strike outside. That's 1-1. That clipped the outside edge. It appears hitter for the Warriors right now, Jake Ortega, trying to pick his teammate up and try and get that run in from second. Stern trying to prevent it. But you always like to just pick up a teammate when they fail. And that's exactly what Ortega is trying to do, as that pitch was a ball outside, 2-1. So Ortega, another sophomore, hitting fourth for the Warriors. Here's the 2-1 pitch. First, a pickoff move. And it gets into center field. Another messed up pickoff attempt, and the runner will be safe at third after a throw from the center fielder. So the runner is now at third with 2 away. And Jake Ortega, the hitter, really hopefully trying to get that runner in now after another messed up pickoff attempt. This throw going into center field. Stern, a bit of another mistake, as that ball is also high, 3-1. That pitch was also high, 3-1.
Hit and run coming up.
So maybe a bit of a hit and run right here. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. That's 3-2. Stern with a chance to get out of the inning after his third 3-1 count of the game. But here he's got a chance for another strikeout. And here comes the 3-2. That ball is low. Ball 4. Run Ortega with the walk. The second walk Stern has allowed. Second walk Stern has allowed. Not the best control so far to start. So now runners on the corners, first and third for Stern. He's looked a bit shaky so far as far as his control goes. And here comes another Warrior hitter to the bat, as that ball is a bit high again. 1-0. A lot of high balls so far from Stern, as in comes a mound visit from the pitching coach of the Cubs. Hopefully, I guess at this point the pitching coach for the Cubs probably just trying to give Stern some words of encouragement, as so far it's just been mental mistakes, as couple walks, couple 3-1 counts. Hasn't looked good. Hasn't looked good so far control wise, but he hasn't really been hit around at all. It's just been control issues, something that could be hopefully prevented by getting his confidence back up. So I guess that's what the mound visit was for. Stern, the pitching coach, walks off as Stern is back on the bump, hopefully getting ready to go, and hopefully with a bit of more encouragement right here to get this guy out. Warriors still threatening. First and third, 2 out. The 1-0 pitch from Stern. Swing and a miss. That's 1-1. Warriors hitter right there. Alemany hitter right there, looking like he was swinging for the fences right there. Fences in right field, not as far back as the fences in left here at Hernandez. Bit of a square, little box-shaped field. That pitch was low. Or no, that was a strike. It's 1-2. Stern with a great chance to get out of the inning right here after the Warriors caused a bit of trouble And now it is 1-2 with 2 on, 2 out. The 1-2 pitch incoming from Stern, fouled back. The count will stay 1-2. Stern has thrown quite a bit of pitches here in the first inning, about like 20 or so. Will be interesting to see how long he stays in the game, and a big part of that will be how he handles this inning. Can he get out of the jam, or will he succumb to the pressure? We'll have to wait and see. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's a blooper to the shortstop. He's got it with no problem, and the Cubs get out of the inning unscathed. The Warriors threatened a bit with a couple walks and a couple missed pickoff attempts, but Stern gets himself out of it, out of the jam, and the Cubs will come up to bat. Still nothing. Here, bottom of the first, incoming. And pull up the Cubs hitters. So the Cubs will have upcoming Adam Macpock, Walter Urban, and Carson Chavez. They're all up to hit 1, 2, 3 in this next inning as the Warriors are taking the field. Trying to see what number 21 pitching for the Warriors. Is that number 21? That appears to be, by his jersey number, that also appears to be Jake Ortega, who took a walk in the beginning. Two-way players, not that uncommon, and not that uncommon, at least in the high school level. Absolutely pretty rare in the professional level, as only notable example of a two-way player right now is Shohei Ohtani. But high school level, you definitely see that. And Jake Ortega trying to show off those pitching skills after drawing a walk in the top of the first. Will be interesting to see how he handles the workload of both hitting and pitching. It's a lot to handle, and that's why we really don't see it much in professional levels. But here in the high school level, pretty doable, and he's trying to do just that as he takes his his final warm-up pitch, and upcoming to hit for the Cubs is Adam Macpock. Infielder for the Cubs, leading off for them, senior number 3. He's trying to hopefully get to this pitcher early and put some runs on the board for the Cubs. Here's the first pitch. That is just outside 1-0, I believe. They haven't put it up on the official scoreboard over there by the corner, but we're going to roll with that. 1-0. That's a strike. 1-1. That's a strike down the middle. Probably some hitters like to take until they see a strike. That's pretty reasonable from Macpock. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Fouled back. That's a 1-2 count. Jake Ortega, the pitcher for the Warriors, trying to put Macpock away here on 1-2. Macpock hopefully trying to get something simple like a base it up the middle. Ortega trying to prevent that. 1-2 count. The wind, the kick, the pitch. Just outside. It's 2-2. 2-2 count from Macpock, working the count. A lot of hitters work the count like that. Pitch incoming, outside again. 3-2. Macpock chance to do some damage here with the walk or a hit. Ortega hasn't looked necessarily shaky, but definitely not the best start for him. Macpock trying to cash in right here. 3-2 pitch. Outside ball 4. that a lot of yells and chirping coming from both dugouts, but Magpok gets the call and draws a walk to start off the inning for the Cubs. Always nice when you get a runner on base to start an inning. That's exactly what the Cubs get right here. Now up to hit Walter Erb on outfielder. He's trying to do some damage. There's a base hit right to the third baseman. That's a ground ball double play. 5-4-3. And the Cubs' threat is eliminated almost immediately. With that ball, can't really blame Erb on. That was a hard hit ball, but just happened to be right, and I mean right at the third baseman. And that ended up being a pretty easy 5-4-3 double play for the Warriors. And that pitch is fouled off. 0-1 to catcher Carson Chavez here in the lineup. All right, catcher, infielder. A bit of a utility player right there. So Jake Ortega, after allowing the walk, gets a quick double play. And now he gets the count to 1-1 against Urban. So here we go. That pitch was outside the zone. 2-1. Or excuse me, to Chavez. Chavez is up now. And that pitch was outside again. 3-1. Carson Chavez trying to do some damage here against the Warriors pitcher right here. 3-1 hitters count. Let's see if he just tries and keyholes on a pitch or just tries to send one to the moon. That's fouled off. 3-2. So another 3-2 count right here. Jake Ortega has looked pretty comfortable on the mound so far for the Warriors, but now it's in a 3-2 count. Carson Chavez trying to do some damage against him. The wind, the kick, the pitch, it's high, and that's ball 4. Carson Chavez draws a walk, the second of the inning, but because of the double play earlier, it's only a runner on first with 2 out. And up comes for the Cubs, Donnie Morgan. Hopefully trying to hopefully keep going a potential 2-out rally here against the pitcher Jake Ortega. He's already allowed 2 walks, so you could say both pitchers not having the best control so far, but so far it's been all for naught as the score is still 0-0. That pitch was low, 1-0. Right here, Donnie Morgan trying to do some damage against the pitcher Jake Ortega. 1-0 is a strike. Low and in. Low and in corner probably. 1-1. So he's so 1-1 count here. 2 out, run on first, pickoff attempt to no avail. Still 1-1. Ortega is set, the pitch, high chopper to the second baseman. That'll end the inning on a throw to first. So we've seen quite a few runners on base so far to start the game, but no runs. Both pitchers just getting out of their respective half innings. We saw Stern give up a couple walks and then get out of it. Now Ortega does the same after getting the double play. Then he gave up another walk, but then got the ground out on the very high chopper. A bit of a weird grounder there. It was just sometimes when you chop it, just kind of hits off the very front of the grass in front of the pitcher's mound. Next thing you know, it's by the infield dirt, and that's what happened right there. Bounced right to the second baseman. Sometimes they're easy plays. Sometimes the runner can get on base via they call it a chopper, but to no avail for Donnie Morgan. Nate Stern back on the mound for the Cubs. Hopefully trying to maybe give up a little less base runners than he did in the first inning. Hopefully trying to settle down and get some quick outs. That's what you always want to see out of your pitcher. So we did see Nate Stern get a strikeout early on. He might just get him going. Nothing. I've been good. Back with us, top of the second inning. Stern back on the bump, ready to face this Warriors hitter to start the second inning. And the first pitch, swing and a miss. That's a 0-1 count. Looked like it might have even been foul tipped, but who knows? 0-1 nonetheless. Both hitter and pitcher getting back in the box quickly as there's a ball up. Looked like another off-speed pitch, but that one was high. 1-1. Nate Stern, we've seen a couple high off-speed pitches. You really don't want to see that from a pitcher. So far, it hasn't mattered, but he could leave a hanger. Could go a very long way. That one's fouled back. Off towards the, I believe that's the Hannon Theater. Even if it's not, shout out Hannon Theater. It's a 1-2 count for Stern. Hopefully, he's trying to get his second strikeout of the game. The wind, the kick, the pitch, that one's outside. 2-2. Just shows 3 twos on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the second inning. Stern is set. The wind, the kick, the pitch. That one got the strike zone. That's a strikeout. That's a very interesting strikeout. Looked like a backdoor off-speed pitch right there, where it just starts off in the zone and just drops in. A lot of times pitchers get hurt for that, but Stern was able to get that K, his second strikeout of the game. Up comes another Warriors batter. It's fouled back. 0-1 the count. Stern. Cubs trying to get a nice little quick inning. Quick inning right here, and hopefully try to get the offense up and rolling for them. That pitch is high, 1-1. Here we can hear some chatting from the dugout, trying to hype up Stern. 1-1. That's a ground ball. Third baseman's got it. The throw is a bit high, and it was called foul. Never mind. My apologies. That was a foul ball. And it's 1-2. Count is 1-2. Looked. Can't really tell. Don't got the best angle here from the third floor of Penny. But that is a foul ball. 1-2 count. Stern hopefully trying to just make that an extra pitch. 1-2. That one's high. 2-2 the count. So once again, the Cubs could really keep up a win streak here. They've won they won their final 2 games in their series against St. Francis. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one's a swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Stern. That's his second strikeout in a row. 3 strikeouts on the game for him so far. And he puts that Warriors battered away. And he's hopefully trying to get a nice little 1-2-3 inning here against another Warriors batter, as there's a foul ball off towards the right. That's 0-1. Stern looking pretty good the second inning. Stern set. The pitch is, that was a bit low. That's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is fouled off. 1-2. The Stern and the Cubs have a chance to get 3 strikeouts in a row. Set the Warriors batters down 1-2-3 potentially. Always like to see that. Hopefully gets the whole team fired up. It's what Stern is trying to do right here. Warriors batter trying to mitigate that. 1-2 pitch struck him out. 3 strikeouts this past inning. All of them swinging. Or 2 of them were swinging. Great inning from Stern and the Cubs, as the dugout is fired up to see him come back into the dugout. Midway through the second inning, 3 strikeouts from Stern. Impressive inning right there. 4 strikeouts on the game, mitigating any worries that we may have seen from the first inning. After he gave up 2 walks that inning, but he was able to get out of that, and now he just sets down the Warriors hitters 1-2-3. Looking great so far. Back here with the bottom of the second inning. Up to bat, James Delamico. Here against pitcher Ortega, back on the mound for second inning. That one's whipped out towards left field. It is off the scoreboard. That's foul. Wow, an absolute laser we saw there from Delamico. But that just hit off, and it hit off the Hernandez Field scoreboard. That's tucked away in the corner of left field. Great swing of the bat. Hopefully that sparks him, even though that was foul. Hopefully gets him going, as that's taken for a strike. 0-2. But once again, great swing of the bat. Don't really see that often in the high school level, but just made great contact. Hopefully we see something from here. 0-2. Just outside. 1-2. Warriors dugout thought that was strike 3. They're yelling at the ump right there. But nonetheless, 1-2 count. Ortega gave up a really rough Really hard hit ball there, but hopefully trying to make it moot. Struck Delamico out. So Ortega kind of scared probably after that hard hit ball, but ends up setting Delamico down anyway. And here comes Brady Hire for the Cubs up to bat. First pitch. That's a strike. Looked a bit outside, but I can't really see here from the third floor of Penny. But nonetheless, 0-1 count. Ortega is set. The pitch, swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Ortega trying to get another strikeout after striking out Delamico. That ball is hit deep towards left field and caught. That one was also pretty deep. Just in front of the warning track, the left fielder was able to get it. And that's 2 down. Up to bat number 7th in the lineup for the Cubs, Jake Ariano. We've seen a couple hard hit balls from the Cubs for so far this inning. Both of them have moved the James Delamico near foul ball home run off the scoreboard. As that pitch is swung on and missed. And we also just saw that fly out to left, which was pretty deep if you're watching on the broadcast. You can see that if you're watching on the broadcast. That's another swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Alemany pitcher Jake Ortega trying to get another strikeout here and get out of the inning. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. 3-pitch strikeout. Ariano strikes out on 3 pitches, and that will end the second inning. So far, so pitchers have sort of matched each other so far through 2 innings. In that first inning, we saw a lot of walks. Each pitcher gave up 2 walks. And then in the second inning, both were just straight up dominant. 3 strikeouts from Stern in that inning, and a couple strikeouts from Ortega. So yeah, pitchers, mentioned before, pitchers have been matching each other. It might just end up being a game of who cracks first. Cubs are back on the field now. Start up this third inning of baseball. Been a bit of a decently paced game so far. 35 minutes in. 40 minutes in. Sunny LA. Back up to hit for the Warriors. Number 2, Christian Santiago. Here to start off this top of the third, Stern back up there. That's a ball outside, high and outside. It's 1-0. Third inning, 0-0. Decent amount of action so far. Couple walks in that first inning. Second inning went by pretty quickly, as that is a swing and a miss. And it's a 1-1 count. As we've seen, pretty evenly matched game of baseball so far. Both teams have 5 wins on the year, as that ball is hit out towards center field. No big deal for Cubs center fielder number 6. That was sort of deep, but but to nothing. But for nothing. Second, I believe this is the second. Well, what am I trying to say? Second go through of the lineup for the Warriors, as Andrew Garcia back up to bat. He's bunting. It goes to Stern. He throws him out. Interesting choice there to bunt there, but he gets him pretty easily, and that's a quick 2 outs so far. So as we saw, quick so far, been quick paced. First couple outs, line out to center, and then the failed bunt attempt right there. That gives you 2 outs right there, and the first pitch is outside, 1-0. Stern, after he threw quite a bit of pitches in the first inning, and then a decent amount of ones in the second, trying to save that arm a bit with some contact outs. That's a foul ball, 1-1. So, as I was mentioning earlier, pretty even game right here between these two teams. The Warriors 5-8, the Cubs 5-11. Cubs with a bit of a home field advantage here. 1-1 pitch, that way high above the catcher. That's a 2-1 count. No big deal for now. Stern's looked pretty good so far. Yeah, these two pretty evenly talented teams battling it out here at Hernandez Field. 2-1 pitch from Stern. That's outside in the other batter box. 3-1. Stern, after a quick couple outs, losing his control a bit. We saw how he can lose his control pretty quickly in the first inning, but hopefully trying to mitigate that right here. 3-1. That's fouled back. 3-2. So Stern looked overall pretty good, and trying to put away this Warriors batter on the 3-2 count. 3-2 pitch. That's inside. May have hit him. Hit him in his upper back. He'll take first base after that one. 3-2 count anyway, so a painful way to get on base. But he gets on base nonetheless. He got on earlier with a walk, and now a painful hit by pitch. And now Jaden Lusk up to bat for the Warriors. Stern struck him out in the first inning, hopefully trying to get a similar result right here. But Warriors trying to maybe get something going here. Cubs trying to mitigate any momentum. Stern is set. The pitch is high. Oh, and that's a pickoff from the catcher to first. That's safe. Runner at first it looked like he was going to go, but then just sort of stopped in his tracks and got back to first. Everyone reacted pretty quickly on the crowd, and he just said, never mind. He said, never mind. 1-0, that's high. 2-0. So after hitting the previous batter a 2-0 count here, Stern's already walked 2 batters and hit 1 with a pitch, and has had a couple failed pickoff attempts. Not the best control. And now he's going. That's a good throw. That'll get him. What a throw by the catcher. And that'll end the inning. So we saw some defense here. This inning. They mitigated the bunt. And now Carson Chavez, the catcher, throws the runner out. And he didn't just get him. He got him by a pretty good margin. It was a great throw, and second baseman or shortstop put down the tag, And that gets the Cubs out the inning. Bottom of the third coming up. Still 0-0. Warriors haven't taken the field quite yet. Pitcher's gone on there. Yeah, and they will take the field right now. Jake Ortega back on the mound, but they'll have to match now they'll be matching 3 scoreless innings from Nate Stern. It's looked pretty good. So it's not like we haven't seen action. We've seen 2 walks. We've seen quite a bit of walks from both teams and a hit by pitch and a caught stealing from a great throw from the catcher Carson Chavez from the Loyola catcher. But still no hits for either side. Cubs hoping to change that right here against their pitcher Jake Ortega's back on the mound for a 3rd inning. Ortega, similar to Stern right here, he gave up a couple walks in that first inning, but now after that rebounded nicely in the second. Here up to bat for the Cubs, infielder Josh Ferguson, trying to get the offenses going, trying to get some scoring in. Ortega is set to wind to kick the pitches. Inside, 1-0. Ferguson looking to get on base with a walk or a hit. The 1-0 is a strike down the middle. That's 1-1. Bit of a 1-1 pitch. That's fouled off. Ferguson was reaching for that one. And the count is now 1-2. Funny little thing from the PA announcer there. I didn't know we had to return foul balls. That's pretty funny. At least to me. I don't think I even did that in Little League. That pitch was fouled off. It's still 1-2. Ferguson staying alive right here. A couple foul balls. We saw a really protective swing from him earlier as he reached for one that was well out the zone. But now it's 1-2. The pitch. High fly. Center field. Center field going back, but he makes the catch. Well hit ball right there, but maybe the last place you want to hit it. Set dead center. Not a great swing of the bat from Ferguson, but just no result right there as the center fielder for the Warriors gets there easily. So we've seen hard hit balls from the Cubs so far, but not a single hit from that. And there he was showing bunt, pulled it back, and that was strike 1. But yeah, hopefully just offense is trying to get some results. That's about like the 3rd hard hit ball we've seen. And that's a swing and a miss. 1-2 is the count. 0-2, excuse me. 1 out, 3rd inning. Bottom of the 3rd inning. And in comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. It'll stay alive. It's still 0-2. So we've seen so far a bit of a display of power from the Cubs. 3 hitters have hit it pretty decently hard. No results. We're looking for some results right here. That's what the game of baseball is about, and that's a swing and a miss. Ball in the dirt, throw over the first is well in time. Top of the order again for the Cubs. Adam Magpok. So hopefully all the batters have seen Ortega once. Hopefully now start hitting him, teeing off of him. But as for Ortega, it's just been really solid on the bump. Here's Adam Magpok. Hopefully trying to change that. That's a strike. Low and outside of it. But cut the corner. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch to Magpok that was just outside. 1-1 is the count. So yeah, so far it's been a game of pitching so far. Still 0-0, 1-1 count. That pitch is low. It is 2-1. 2-1 count here. 2-1 count for Magpok. Trying to get something going. 3-1. That curveball was a bit high. And a 3-1 hitters count for Magpok. He had this count earlier in the game to lead off, and he drew a walk. Maybe looking for the same, or maybe even a bit more to drive the ball into the gap, or maybe even over these high walls. That one was fouled straight back. It is 3-2. I always like to see a ball get hit straight back. That's when you know that it was just off it. And we know these Loyola hitters can get on the ball and hopefully just slap the ball around the field. Full count, 3-2 pitch. That's a walk. That's a ball four, and it's a walk. Curveball. Ortega tried to get the backdoor curveball for a strikeout, but ump did not help him out at all. And it's another walk from Magpok, his second of the game, and up comes Walter Urban. So yeah, quite a bit of walks here. Third walk. Oh, and Magpok is running. The pitch was outside. The throw. It goes into center field. Magpok will head to third base, and now the Cubs are threatening with a runner on third. Magpok was flying around the bases right there. Looked like the play might have been close if only the throw didn't go past the second baseman. And now the count is 1-0 with a runner on third. Cubs with the chance to be the first team to put a run on the scoreboard. 1-0, lined right field. He's got it, and that will end the inning. Cubs threatened there at the very last moment, but and Urban hit it pretty well out towards right, but just once again unlucky as that one was hit. That one was hit at the right, almost right at the right fielder. It's been a bit of a tough go around for the Loyola offense. Like quite a few hard hit balls to no avail. I'd say that's Urban's second hard hit ball that just no results. The first time up he grounded into an unfortunate double play, and now this one. Now that was a fly out. Not great. So far, a bit of action so far, but still 0-0 as we are headed into the top of the fourth inning. Both offenses trying to get something going. Both pitchers trying to limit any potential damage. So right here, I guess this has been pretty evenly matched. Both these teams not high-scoring teams. Loyola averages about 3 runs a game, with Alemany averaging a little more than 3.5. But yeah, pretty pitching-centered teams, as that pitch was outside 1-0. Top of the 4th inning is underway. If you've just joined us, it is 0-0. That 1-0 is low. It's 2-0. Also, if you're just joining us, you haven't missed. At least you haven't missed much hitting, because so far not a hit for either side. Quite a few walks though. That pitch is high. 3-0. Sometimes hits just doesn't says the whole story. As I've said before, quite a few walks. And that's a strike. That would have been a walk, but Stern gets the call. It's 3-1. 3-1 pitch. That's lined out towards center field. He's got it. Number 6 has got it. And that is 1 away. So yeah, sometimes just runs and hits just doesn't say the whole story. Quite a few hard hit balls, at least from the Loyola offense, but they've been all for naught so far. And here, 1 out. Stern through 3 1/3 as that pitch goes straight to the backstop. It's 1-0. So 1-0 the count. Stern looking pretty good. But control issues on both sides of the ball, as that's outside 2-0, but pretty commonplace, I guess, at the high school level. As there is a 2-0 count. Stern is set. The wind, the kick, the pitch, that's fouled back. Or fouled off. 2-1. Stern, 4 strikeouts so far in the game. And hasn't been the worst. He's been pretty good, absolutely. 2 walks and a hit batsman. 3-1 the count. But you do see that a lot more commonplace in this game, is like just high strikeout guys who sometimes sacrifice a bit of command. There is a walk and 3 walks. Stern has now given up 3 walks and a hit by pitch. Now the Alemany Warriors once again threatening with a runner on base, but so far hasn't mattered at all, as there's a bunt attempt that's going to go foul. It's 0-1. Obviously, since they really haven't seen much offense, at least runs, even if it's looked good so far, sometimes you just need the results, and sometimes a bunt can do just that, just increasing the chances. But I don't even know if you want to bunt in this situation, as once again neither side has gotten a hit, so there'd be no way to score that runner from second. And here he doesn't show a bunt. That's inside. 1-1. Someone warming up in the Cubs bullpen right there, a lefty. So I guess not really about Stern's pitching performance, but I guess since he got control issues, the pitch count has been a bit high. So it's almost his time to come out the game, but not quite yet. Still got a bit in him, as there's a pickoff attempt. Still 1-1 the count. 1 away. 4th inning, top of the 4th inning. Stern is set. The pitch is a swing and a miss on a high fastball. It's a 1-2 count right there. Stern has set himself up nicely with the high fastball. Can do whatever he wants here with like double up or a low curveball. Both would work. Here comes the 1-2. That was outside. Up and outside. That is a 2-2 count. Stern hopefully trying to finish off this inning by himself. Alemany Warriors trying to force him out the game. Everyone's getting ready. Stern is set, the 2-2. That is inside. 3-2. So another 3-2 count. Stern really wouldn't want to give up another base runner right here, as that could signal the end of his game. 3-2. That's hit out to right field. That ball is gone. 2-run home run from the Alemany hitter. And that one was a rocket out towards right, and it's in the hit column and score column finally has something to cheer about. It is 2-0 Warriors. Stern looked like a bit of a low pitch, but the hitter just smacked it out there in a heartbeat. And it got sent out in a hurry and then hit off of what I believe is Caruso. And it's now 2-0. So not great for the Cubs, but Stern trying to hopefully just settle down and finish the inning with no further damage. All you can really do after giving up a couple runs. That one's low, 1-0. But yeah, not great. It is 2-0 Warriors. So Cubs offense gonna have to pick up Stern's back right here. 1-0, that one's high and in. 2-0. Stern a bit rattled. Hopefully not too rattled. Hoping can still finish the inning, as that appears to be. I don't believe it's a pitching change quite yet. I believe that's just a mound visit. Hopefully just to give Stern some words of encouragement to try and refocus, regroup after the home run. Yeah, that's how things stand currently. 2-0. But yeah, Coach Ramsey, Coach Keith Ramsey for the Cubs. He's probably giving Stern a very short leash now. Probably trying to see if he can finish off the inning, and if he can, he will probably not hesitate to call someone from his bullpen, as we have a righty warming up down there. Pitching coach walks off. And now everyone getting back into position. Batter back in the box. Stern is set. The wind, the kick, the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-1 count. So whenever you give up a couple runs, just don't want to give up more. 2-1. That's hit up the middle. That will be fielded by the second baseman. That'll just get him in time, as Alemany batter dove head first. He's a bit hobbled right there. A couple coaches trying to check on him. He's still kneeling down. Now he's back up. He's trying to walk it off. Never want to see someone go down with an injury. Everyone, especially at this level, everyone trying to just play ball right here at the high school level. Just have some fun playing some baseball. Never want to see someone go down with an injury, but he appears to be fine as he walked back onto the dugout. 2 down. Stern is ready to pitch. That's 2-0. High curveball right there. Stern, he has a chance to finish off this inning now. Never really like bringing in relievers in the middle of innings. A lot of times uncomfortable, as that one's a strike. And a lot of times just like pressure put on you all at once to get out the inning. Some guys are good at it. Some guys are good with just getting one out and getting off the field quickly. Other guys just prefer to start with a fresh inning with no one on the bases, since that ball is fouled off. It's 2-2. Stern has a chance to avoid that scenario right here. 2-2 count. Looking for a strikeout or a weak contact right here to get the Cubs out of the inning, as that ball went over him, right over the hitter. 3-2 count. Curveball slipped from his hand. But yeah, just trying to get him out right here, right now. 3-2 pitch incoming. Rounded, fair ball down the line. That'll go towards the scoreboard. Left fielder had a hard time corralling it at first. He's got it. And that's a double for the Warriors batter right there. That was a hard hit grounder down the line and got past the third baseman. Just can't. That's why they call it the hot corner. A lot of balls just ripped down the line, and here comes, I believe, Coach Ramsey. I believe that will be a pitching change. Stern's final line only gave up 2 hits, but along with that, a handful of walks, but also 4 strikeouts. Bit of an up and down day for him. He'll take the positives out of it. Got out of a couple jams early on, just couldn't finish this inning off, and we will have a pitching change for the Cubs. Still a runner on second, 2 out. Cubs down 2-0 here in the 4th, bit of the midway point of the game. All right, we are back on the mound for the Cubs. Carter Hampson trying to mop up Nate Stern's mess. Not really a mess, just a bit of a couple hard hit balls, as that one is a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Carter Hampson, number 27. He was listed as 9 on the website, but he's number 27 now. Strictly a pitcher, it seems. 0-1 count right here. Runner is going to third. The throw is high. He will be safe at third. Another stolen base, but an 0-2 count. So a really risky play for the Warriors to try and get a steal there, but they pull it off. Not something you see with a runner on second with 2 out. Not something you see often, but the Warriors pull it off. but it's still an 0-2 count. Hampson trying to get out of this inning quickly. 0-2 pitch. That's outside. Low and outside. 1-2. So, as I was mentioning before, it's not something you see often. Runner on second with with 1 out, you see it, but with 2 outs, really not a commonality. But I guess they have a speedster right there, and at third, as that's a 1-2, struck him out. Backdoor off speed pitch, got him looking. Hampson gets a quick strikeout, and that will end the inning. So Cubs got out of the inning. Wouldn't say unscathed. Nate Stern gives up a 2-run homer, but Cubs just need to get the offense going. Still on the mound for the Warriors, Ortega. As I was mentioning before, there are a lot of similarities in the first 3 innings of the game between the two pitchers. It was like first inning was rough with quite a few walks for both pitchers, but then the next two, both of them were just looked absolutely great. So now fourth inning, Stern gives up a home run. I'm not usually one for superstition. Some of you might, though. And if you are, you might just be looking at this for the opportunity for the Cubs to get something going. As Carson Chavez is up for the Cubs, drew a walk in his first at bat, and on the field he's thrown out a base runner. So hopefully a lot of confidence flowing for him. So Chavez is ready. Ortega's ready. The one to kick the pitch. That's lined in the left field, and there's the first base hit of the game for the Cubs. A solid hit towards left field. And Chavez gets the knock. Donnie Morgan up to bat. Grounded out in his first AB. Now trying to continue a bit of a, hopefully just spark a rally for the Cubs. A solid hit towards left for Chavez. Dropped in front of the left fielder. Well before the left fielder. So it's looking a promising start to start the inning. So Cubs, once again, they get on the hit column. It's their first hit of the game here in the fourth. Up to hit Donnie Morgan. That was a ball. That was a ball. 1-0. 1-0 to Donnie Morgan. Ortega looking to limit any possible damage. Morgan trying to maximize it. 1-0. That was a strike. That's 1-1. Looked a bit down the middle. Right down the middle. 1-1 count here to Donnie Morgan. 1-1 pitch. That is a strike. It's 1-2. Clip that outside edge once again. Now it's 1-2. Ortega looking to strike him out. Donnie hopefully trying to foul something off or get something in play. 1-2 pitch. That's slapped out towards left field. Left fielder can't get to it. It's a base hit. That one was just fair. It looked like it was slicing a bit out towards foul territory, but it just stayed in. Another hit towards left field, and the Cubs have something going. They are cooking something right now. They have 2 runners on, no out. Couldn't ask for a better start to the inning. And now up to bat to try and capitalize to try and capitalize on this opportunity is James Delamico. He rocketed one foul his last AB. Hopefully trying to rocket another ball right here and keep it in play as time is called. A lot of chanting coming from the Cubs dugout. Pitcher's set, the line to kick the pitch. That one's low. Both runners will advance to second and third. A wild pitch from Jake Ortega. That one was low. The catcher did a nice job of blocking it, but didn't quite keep it in front of him. Just bounced off towards his left. Now it's second and third. No outs. Hit towards the second baseman. He'll throw to first. He'll get the easy out there, but a run will score, and the Cubs are on the board. It is 2-1. So just honestly, if you're gonna get out, that's the best out you could ask for. A grounder that still allows the runner from third to score and the runner from second to advance to third. And there's still currently runner on third, one out. Another scoring opportunity. The Warriors defense is playing back, so another ground ball would score another run. Let's see here, first pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. So for Jake Ortega, that's his first run given up of the game. He's given up 2 hits this inning. Hopefully, Cubs trying to capitalize. They're gonna try a squeeze play, and it might work. And it's just foul. Wow, a bunt down the right side. It just went foul. That would have worked perfectly. Wow, a bunt attempt with the runner from third going. It was just out. And now the Warriors, after the Warriors saw that, they are bringing the defense in. The shortstop and second baseman touching the infield grass. Normally you see them closer to the outfield grass, but it won't matter as there's a base hit into center field. The game is tied at 2-2. Cubs' third hit of the inning. What a hit. It was just a nice little, it looked a bit outside, but it didn't matter. Just a great job by Brady Heyer to sort of just poke it out towards center field for the base hit RBI. So the Cubs have tied it up, and there's still only one out with a runner on first. Now they're going to try to bunt it. The bunt will be foul. So runners, Peter will have to get back in the batter's box after running down to first. Weird feeling. It's a weird feeling to just sort of barely get a ball foul. You've already ran to first. Got to take the slow walk back to the batter's box. That was Jake Ariana right there, who just missed the bunt attempt. See if they try it again before that time is called. So we now got a brand new ball game once again. It's 2-2. After a bit of lack of offense the first 3 innings, both offenses are alive. They try bunting it again, and it's missed. Wow, and the second and the shortstop, that was a bit of a weird play. They missed the bunt attempt, but the runner was already off to second. He stopped midway. The throw over to second was a bit high, so he just ran back to first. Bit of an oddity, but at the end of the day, it's just an added strike, and it's 0-2 on the missed bunt attempt. Bit of a weird little play right there. But everyone will have to regroup. 0-2. That was outside. The runner was off for second again. He will be safe. That ball was in the dirt. Catcher didn't have much of a chance. And now it's 1-2. With only one out, there is a runner on second. Now Cubs really trying to hopefully take the lead right here after tying the game up. They're not going to stop here. Hopefully 1-2 count right here to batter Jake Ariano. And the pitcher steps off. Guess everyone's trying to take a bit of a breath after 3 little weird plays, I guess. 1-2. That was in the dirt again. 2-2. Runner from second wasn't moving this time. But still 2-2. Bit of wind blowing out towards center field, towards Penny, towards the streets, out towards left. 2-2 count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That's a swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Ortega still in the game and trying to get out of it himself with no help. That's his fourth strikeout of the game for him. So he's looked really good so far. Looked really good in like the first 3 innings. So far he's been pretty shaky this fourth. As I've said before, Nate Stern and Ortega were kind of like matching right there. He wasn't. Both were pretty good through 3, and both a bit shaky here in the fourth. Let's see if Ortega can finish off the inning at least. That's outside. 1-0. To the 8-hole hitter for the Cubs, Josh Ferguson. The 1-0 and a pickoff attempt at second to no avail. Still 1-0. Another interesting thing about pickoffs, those could be not eliminated, but they're going to go down soon, at least at the professional level. Major League Baseball limiting the amount, along with a pitch clock. Another fake pickoff attempt right there. He stepped off the rubber. Still 1-0. Bottom of the 4th inning. Josh Ferguson trying to get the runner from second home. Ortega trying to prevent that. 1-0. That's outside. Check swing. Did he swing? No. 2-0. Now time is being called. Not sure if... Looks like one of the umpires is talking to someone in the Loyola dugout. Not sure if they were giving them just general instructions or giving one of them a warning. It looked like he was pointing at someone in specifically. We won't know, at least for now. They'll still continue to chant. It's 2-0. The pitch. That was a strike, 2-1. But yeah, even if Thumb tries to correct them a bit, tries to hush down the Loyola dugout, they won't stop. They're a pretty loose bunch right there, trying to get their hitter Josh Ferguson going. 2-1. That's a swing and a miss. 2-2. Ortega with a good chance to get out of the inning. Limit the damage to 2. Deuce is wild, as they say. 2-2 game. 2 runner on second. 2 out. 2-2 count at the plate. The pitch. Chopper up the middle. Shortstop will get to it. The throw is late. Runner on third was well off. They're in a bit of a rundown to Pickle. Will he get home? No, he is out. And that is the end of the inning. Wow, what a bit of a disappointing end. Ferguson beat out the infield hit, but the runner on third was off the base. Just a frustrating way to end the inning. Not great. Runner on third. At first he thought he might have a chance at getting home, but just sort of stopped midway. And at that point, they got in the run down, and he's out at home. Top of the fifth, game is once again tied with a little more offense this time, 2-2. Top of the fifth inning. Warriors up to bat. Oh, well, count the pitch is a bit high. 1-0. Our guy from the bottom of the fourth inning is back on the mound. Or top of the fourth inning, excuse me. Carter Hampson, he's back on the mound. 1-0, that's also a bit high. 2-0. He's got a bit of a weird pitching motion, pretty interesting. Kinda, the first thing I thought of when I was watching him warm up, kinda looked like Max Scherzer. See, absolutely looks like Max Scherzer. 2-1. Hopefully pitches like him too. He got a strikeout to end the previous inning. Stranded the runner on second. Hopefully can shut down this Warriors offense. 2-1. That's it up the middle. That's a base hit for the Warriors batter. His last name was Castellanos. Warriors batter Castellanos. He got a base hit up the middle, solid line drive to the center fielder. Runner on board to start the inning, just on first. So Carter Hampson trying to hopefully make him not matter, turn that into a double play. He's set. He picks off at third. Did they get him? No, that's a failed pickoff attempt. It's still 0-0. That pitch was a strike. It's 0-1. So, tied game on our hands. Cubs hoping to get out in front late. Fifth inning out of 7. Started the fifth inning. A little more than a halfway point. We've just reached 5 o'clock. Oh, they're bunting. That's going to be in play. Only plays at first. A bit high throw, but first baseman gets it. And there's one away, but the runner has advanced to second. When you're just trying to score a single run to catch out in front, that's exactly what the Warriors are trying to do. Just trying to score one run and then limit the Cubs. That's what they're trying to do. Now Carter Hampson trying to limit any potential threat as the batter steps out. Tied game on on our hands. 2-2 if you're just joining us. We had no hits through the first 3 innings and then quite a bit of offense in the 4th, and now it's tied 2-2, 2 evenly matched teams right here. That was inside, almost hit him, but it cut the corner. It's a strike 0-1. The shade starting to play a factor. Shade currently only really over the batter's box, the catcher, and the third baseman. Other than that, it's pretty sunny, and that's hit out towards the right center gap. Right fielder, oh, and they drop the ball. The right fielder and center field collide, and both are injured, appear to be hurt. The Warriors will score a run, and it'll be a double for the Warriors batter, but now Coach Ramsey or somebody's going to check in on both the outfielders. They both seem to be, both of them are down. One of them's on a knee, the other's sitting down currently. Hopefully they're just a bit embarrassed by the play, and hopefully not much more of that in terms of an injury. But the game is now, or the game might not be 3-2. It might still be 2-2 with the runner on second and third. Both of the fielders are getting some talking to. Hopefully they both appear to be standing, and they're both regrouping currently. Never want to see, once again, you never want to see someone go down. About the second injury scare we've had so far in the game. We had one at the end of the top of the 4th inning. Runner from the Warriors tripped over first base and was on the ground for a few seconds before getting up. But now both the right fielder and center fielder appear to be up. They're talking with their teammates, and will hopefully, and Coach Ramsey appears to be keeping them in the game. Quite a few claps from the crowd we have, and they will stay in the game. While that's going on, it is 3-2 with the runner on second. The runner that was on second or first scored. But maybe it wasn't the most important thing we were dealing with, as we did just have an injury. Almost had an injury, but both fielders will stay in the ball game. 3-2 game. Warriors back on the lead. Runner on second. Hampson is set the pitch. That's a strike. Catches the corner. 0-1. So he's given up a run. Hampson's given up a run on a hit that was just in between the right fielder and center fielder, and just that's what caused them to collide. Bit of an unlucky thing, as there's a line out right to the shortstop. And that will be the second out of the inning. That one was right at the shortstop. He did not move a step. There was no play at second to get the runner. And now there's 2 outs, and Carter Hampson with a chance to limit the damage to 1. As it is getting not quite late in the game. Still, Loyola still will have 3 go-arounds to hit. Bottom of the 5th, 6th, and 7th. Green chances, and hopefully they'll only need to score 1 run to tie it, as there's a ball outside. 1-0. But so far, the Cubs are very much in the game still. Still 1-0. 1-0 is the count. 3-2 Warriors is the score. The pitch from Hampson is curve high. That's 2-0. Just a bit high. Runner on second. With the 2-0 count, the Warriors hitter is definitely trying to get him in. There's the 2-0 pitch. That pitch was a strike on the outside corner. That's 2-1. Hempson with a decent little chance to get out of it. Get out of this inning unscathed, hopefully. Two-one pitch coming. That is inside. 3-1. So Hempson in a Warriors hitter in a favorable hitter count, but Hempson and the Cubs trying to get out of it. 3-1 pitch incoming. Swing and a miss. That's a 3-2 count. Three-two pitch. That is ball four outside. Runners on first and second. Not the worst walk in the world with a runner already on second, but a walk nonetheless. Now the Warriors batters are going to get a chance to hit with a 2-on and 2-out, as the catcher's going to visit the pitcher right there, have a little pep talk with him. Going to be interesting to see how Hempson responds after we've seen a couple hits and a walk. Already given up a run. Just trying to limit it to what it is right now. As the catcher has gone back. Hitter taking some practice swings. Getting back into the box. 3-2 game on our hands with two runners on first and second for the Warriors. If you're just tuning in, Hampson trying to get out of it. That's fouled back. 0-1. 0-1 is the count. An afternoon, LA, perfect baseball weather. Not much else you could ask for. This can only ask for a Cubs win, which the Cubs trying to get out of this inning so they can be in a position to do that. 0-1, that's fouled back. 0-2, Hampson with a nice little chance to get out of the inning. 0-2, pitcher Hampson is absolutely in control of that bat. Hitter's just not a great position when you're in an 0-2 count as a hitter. It's quite the favorable count to be a pitcher. Hampson gets the sign. He's set. The 0-2 pitch. That's low. 1-2. Not the worst pitch in the world, trying to get him to chase on the low curveball, but to no avail, to no swing. Still trying to strike him out. 1-2 count. Struck him out on the curveball. Looked to be in the zone, but could not hit it. Cubs get out of the inning, only allowing one, and the Cubs bats get a chance to swing it after a pretty good inning for the bats in the fourth. Trying to continue that into the fifth as the Warriors scored a run. It's 3-2. So Cubs offense need to get it going, and need to get it going ASAP. Only a couple more innings of baseball left on their hands. Cubs trying to at least tie it up. Hopefully try and take the lead. As once again, these two teams both pretty middle of the pack. The 5-8 Warriors, 5-11 Cubs. As the The Warriors pitcher, the Alemany pitcher, Jake Ortega, is back on the mound again. He's gotten 4 strikeouts and a couple of walks through 4 innings. So he's looked great. He's looked pretty good. He looked great in the first 3 innings. A shaky 4th. He's trying to recapture the momentum he had in the first 3 innings. Maybe his offense scoring will help him do that. But he's trying to limit the offense for another inning. Bottom of the 5th inning is about to get underway. That's high. 1-0. Cubs offense needs to get something going as soon as possible. Down by only a single run. They scored 2 in the previous 4th inning. Trying to keep that momentum. 1-0. That's a high fly ball. Popped towards left field. The left fielder doesn't lose it in the sun. He gets it. Loses the cap while doing it. That's the first out. Back to the top of the lineup with Macbach. Macbach has drawn 2 walks, so he's definitely the man to try and get on base once again. He already had a stolen base as well, so once he gets on the base, he can get around the bases in a hurry. That first pitch is that's a ball. A bit high, 1-0. One-0 count to Macbach, that's low. 2-0. The 2-0 count to Macbach. Ortega continuously limiting the damage. 3-0 count. Ortega has given up 3 walks in this game. And Macbach has drawn 2 of those walks, so this is certainly the favorable position for Macbach. 3-0 pitch. Outside ball 4. Macbach draws his 3rd walk of the game. An impressive feat for him. And on the flip side, Ortega, 4 walks given up. Interesting to see that his coach, the Alemany coach, is trusting him this deep into the game. Bottom of the 5th inning. Here's a pickoff attempt to no avail. Macbach, a speedy guy, he'll definitely get around the bases in a hurry and maybe try to steal right here. Let's see if he does. Another pickoff attempt, and once again to no avail. The pitcher Ortega definitely weary of that, and so a lot of times pitchers' focus can be thrown off when they're worried about that guy on first stealing a bag. Ortega, that's definitely in the back of his mind. He picks off for a 3rd straight time. And once again, Macbach is safe. But a bit of a game of cat and mouse right here. The speedy runner trying to steal a base off the stingy pitcher. Let's see if we'll get a pitch in here. Ortega comes set. The pitch is high. 1-0. Macbach did not steal. But Ortega's worries are definitely validated by Macbach's pure speed. But looking at the guy at the plate, he's definitely gotta worry about him a little instead of just the runner on first. That's a high ball 2-0 as the catcher tried to get his own pickoff attempt of his own. Once again, to no avail. Two-hole hitter Walter Herbon trying to capitalize on this pitcher's seemingly nervousness about Magpok on first. 2-0 count. That pitch was a strike. He seemed to be taken all the way there. Wasn't going to swing the bat for nothing. Till Ortega can prove that he can throw a strike. And another pickoff attempt. He's safe. 2-1 count. Still a hitter's count. And absolutely, Urban's trying to capitalize on the attention not being fully on him, as there's another pickoff attempt. That one was pretty close, but he'll be safe. Warriors dugout definitely thought he had it, but it was just a bit late. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, Urban hopefully trying to capitalize on this nervousness, just this worrisome feeling that Magpok might steal base. That was like the 6th pickoff attempt. And one from the catcher as well. And now he runs, and that's a foul ball. So definitely a good move by Magpok to actually try and swipe the bag right there, just to kind of keep the worrisome feelings going through the pitcher Jake Ortega's head. Hopefully trying to get into his head right there. But it is a 2-2 count to Walter Urban, the sophomore on varsity. Pitcher comes set. The 2-2 is fouled off. He'll do it again. Can hear one of the outfielders yell that the wind is blowing out here towards center. Another pickoff attempt. Once again to no avail. Magpok absolutely in the pitcher's head right here. The pitcher's got to focus on the 2-2 count to Walter Urban, and there's another pickoff attempt. The 8th pickoff attempt, if I'm counting this right. Yeah, that's a something. That is something you do not see every day. Doesn't even include the catcher trying to get his own pickoff attempt. And another pickoff attempt. That one gets by the first baseman. Magpok will take second. Wow. After all the pickoff attempts, the pitcher just throws one straight into the dirt past the first baseman. Magpok gets a free base. And now he's on second with a chance to score. With the two-hitter Walter Urban still at the plate, and Carson Chavez, who got a hit earlier, up next. And it's gonna 2-2. Magpok runs. That one is hit out towards right field, the right field line. Will that stay fair? It will not. And the count remains 2-2. But once again, Magpok continuously still trying to steal is just awesome to see, as he's already demonstrated how he's in the pitcher's head. A total of like 9 to 10 pickoff attempts, and that's not even an exaggeration. Then he gets to second on a blown pickoff attempt, and he's still trying to swipe third. Just great to see. 2-2 count and another fake pickoff attempt. Just Magpok's speed just incredible. The hitter at the plate, Walter Urban, trying to get him home with a base hit, as their time will be called. One of our Loyola teams, maybe like the freshman baseball team, cheering the varsity on. One team. And there will be a mound visit. Don't believe it's a pitching change quite yet. No, it's not. It's just a mound visit. Trying to focus Ortega's attention. Trying to refocus his attention. It's been quite a bit long of at bat with all the pickoff attempts and a couple foul balls and a 2-2 count. It's been I'd say it's ran for about 5 minutes, and it's still going. A nice little battle we got here between the pitcher the catcher, the hitter at the plate, and the runner on second, Magfuck. Yeah, the pitching coach will walk off. Runner, Magfuck, the runner at second, Urban, the hitter at the plate, Ortega, the guy on the mound who's trying to stifle both of them and this Loyola team all at once. 2-2 count. That's hit out towards right field. Back the right fielder, and it's gone! A home run for Walter Urban. 2-run home run gives the Cubs the lead. It's 4-3. Just a shot out towards right center. And it hit, and it just banged off of Caruso. And it's 4-3. His Loyola teammates will greet him at the dugout. Just a great swing of the bat. And that might just be the end of Ortega's night. 4-3 Loyola. Great swing of the bat. Second homer we've seen today to that exact spot. Matches the previous Warriors hitter. And it's 4-3. Loyola on top with only 2 innings to go. 2+ innings to go. Now the hitter at the plate, Carson Chavez. Trying to maybe match his teammate right there. Ortega will stay in the game. That's fouled off. 0-1. Still only 1 out in this inning. It's been despite this only like the fourth batter of the inning, but it's been pretty eventful so far. With a little game of cat and mouse between Magfuck and the pitcher with like 10 pickoff attempts. He gets to second, and then at the end of the day, the man at the plate, Walter Urban, smacks it out to right. Great to see. 0-2 pitch. That's taken low. 1-2. So yeah, brand new ball game once again. 4-3 Cubs. Now Warriors just trying to, Ortega and the Warriors just trying to limit any damage that can come from this. Trying to halt it at that. 1-2 pitch is way outside, way low and outside. 2-2. Once again, Carson Chavez at the plate. Third time facing Ortega. Ortega hasn't been able to get him out the first two appearances against him. 2-2. That is low once again. 3-2 pitch. Carson Chavez has gotten a hit and a walk both off of Ortega. 3-2 pitch is hit out to right. That's going to be a base hit out towards right. Carson Chavez's second hit of the game. Loyola's 5th overall. Or 4th overall. My apologies. And that will spell the end of Ortega's night. Great 5th inning for the Cubs so far. We're not done quite yet. 4-3 game. 4-3 ball game. The offense has come alive. 2 runs in the 4th, 2 runs in the 5th. Warriors have been pretty close to that. 2 runs of the 4th and 1 in the 5th for them. Cubs are ahead in this pretty tight seesaw battle almost. Just like it went 2-0 to 2-2 to 3-2 to 4-3 Cubs. That's what you like to see. Anyone tuning in, it is now 4-3 Cubs. Bottom of the 5th inning with 1 out. Pitching change for the Warriors. Back after this.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. When you look around, wouldn't you consider it privilege to associate yourself with such a fine-looking man as is standing in uniform in this ballpark today?
We're back, bottom of the fifth inning, 4-3 Cubs. Runner on first, one away. Cubs have just taken the lead, and the Warriors have just made a pitching change. Out goes Ortega, and in comes David Ogagnan, Sr. So that pitch is a strike, 0-1. Fastball fired in there. So Cubs trying to keep the rally going that they had when we just left us. A 2-run homer and then a single from Carson Chavez. That pitch is inside. 1-1 the count. Oh, 0-2 the count. My apologies. Inside strike. Oh, 2 count. Ogagnan is set, and they get him out at second. On the pitch that was outside for a ball, but the throw gets the runner Chavez. That's again, that'll be two out, and just like that, the Warriors have a chance to get off the field after giving up a few hits and a 2-run homer. 1-2 count with 2 out now. The pitch incoming. That is a ball. 2-2. So Gagnon gets a little help from his catcher right there. And the hitter, Donnie Morgan, I believe. That's outside. That's a low again. 3-2. 3-2 count. With 2 outs, 5th inning, 4-3 ball game. Loyola ahead. Warriors just trying to get off the field and get their bats going again. 3-2. That's high. That's a ball 4. That's a walk for Donnie Morgan. And now up comes James Delamica with, after the runner got thrown out, still a runner on first once again. After the walk, and Delamico trying to maybe put the ball in the gap to score a run or just continue a little 2-out rally. Warriors probably still a bit rattled from the 2-run homer. That ball is low and will get to the backstop. The runner Morgan will advance to second on the wild pitch, and now there's a runner on second with 2 out. But now a base hit will give the Cubs yet another run. Is anything into the outfield? It's exactly what James Delamico is trying to do. Exactly what this pitcher Ogagnan is trying to prevent, as that it's another ball, 2-0. Tight game. Tightly contested game. All game long so far. The 2-0 count. And that'll be another pickoff attempt. And it gets into center field. And it gets by the center fielder. The Cubs are going to be able to score. It's 5-3. Two miscues from the Warriors defense leads to the Cubs scoring. It's 5-3. And the walk from Donnie Morgan that seemed so insignificant ended up scoring a run without even needing a base hit. Just wow. He advances He advances to second on a wild pitch. The pickoff attempt goes by his second baseman and then by his center fielder. And it is now 5-3 with a 2-1 count to the hitter, James D'Amico. So Cubs have scored 3 runs this inning. A great response to the one single one that the Warriors scored, as that ball is inside for a ball, 3-1. So Cubs just hasn't really felt like they've been piling it on, but now they've scored 3 runs this inning. Here's the 3-1. That's a swing and a miss or a foul back. 3-2. So now 3-2, 2 out, but now it's a 5-3 game. There's the pitch. That's hit out towards right field. It is off the top of the wall, of the very short right field wall. It scoots away a bit from the right fielder, but James D'Amico will get into second with a double. That nearly got out of here, but the short wall out towards right field and Hernandez field just barely kept it in. But James D'Amico will advance. Will get to second. Now, yet another runner threatening. Cubs once again threatening to score a 4th time. And now the 6-hole hitter, Brady Heiger, who's already driven in a run earlier in the 4th, is now going to have a chance to drive in another here in the 5th, as it'll be a bit of a mound visit from the catcher to try to calm his pitcher Oganyan down. But hasn't been a great inning at all for him. Even though he came in with the single out, but then gave up the run after the wild pitch and the miscue on the pickoff attempt. That'll be a strike. It's 0-1. 6-hole hitter Brady Heiger, as we already mentioned, already got a hit and an RBI in the 4th inning. Chance to do the same in the 5th. 0-1 popped up by the Cubs dugout. The catcher will make the catch, and that'll end the inning. So the Cubs are certainly still happy. It turned a 3-2 losing into 5-3 winning. And that's the end of the 5th inning. Top of the 6th coming up. Cubs just need 6 outs to win the game. Looking in a pretty favorable position right here. Good chance to get a win right here. That's exactly what they're looking to do here. Coming up on 5:40 here in sunny Los Angeles once again. It's sunny again here. Won't be tomorrow, but it is today. back here at Hernandez Field for the top of the 6th inning. The first pitch is outside, 1-0. So Cubs just need 6 more outs to win this game. They're up 5-3. Wouldn't say comfortable, but pretty sizable lead. 1-0. Grounder. Second baseman gets to it. Fires. Low throw. Did he get it? He did. What a play by the second baseman to get the throw off, and a great pick by the first baseman to corral it. Just a great defensive play all around, and second baseman will high five the first one. And that's an impressive first out for the Cubs. Still on the mound, Carter Hampson. He gets that out. That'll be a high. 1-0. So just 1-0 pitch. Comes set. The pitch is that was a strike. 1-1. Great vibes here from Hernandez Field. So I love this guy once again here. Great day. Great day for Loyola baseball. 5-3. 1-1. That's inside. 2-1. Someone else warming up in the Cubs pen. Hopefully will only have to be used as a closer. Hopefully Hampson finishes this inning off. Hand it off to a fresh arm for the final inning. That's fouled off. 2-2. 2-2 count here. So overall, it's been a really great game overall for the Cubs. First three innings, Nate Stern, really great. Cubs offense didn't really get anything going. Fourth inning, Stern gave up a couple runs. But after that, the Cubs offense just came alive, scoring 2 in the 4th, 5 in the 5th inning. And now it's 5-3 all of a sudden. And it's a 3-2 count. Now, the 3-2 pitch from Hampson. That is a strike 3 dropped, but the throw to first will be in plenty of time. And there is 2 away. So 2 away now. Alemany, hopes are looking pretty bleak for them, but they still gonna have a shot. They still have 4 more outs. Never know what happens. Okay, that pitch was a ball. Hampson went with a bit of a sinker baller windup right there. A low release. Not the most common thing you see, but it works for a lot of people. Once again, the shadow coming into effect as that pitch is a strike, 1-1. Shadow once again coming into effect. It's just creeping up on the mound. Not quite at the shortstop. Just really covers once again the batter's box and third baseman and almost the mound. 1-1 is swung on and missed. 1-2. Hampson with a chance to end the inning right here. Hopefully he's going for his 3rd strikeout. He already has 2. Looking for his 3rd right here. Gets the sign. He's set. The 1-2 pitch. Outside. It's 2-2. 2-2 count. 2 out. 5-3 game. Cubs up. Just been a great day of baseball. lot of yelling coming from the dugouts. 2-2, that's just high. We will have a 3-2 full count. And for Alemany, they're trying to just get anything going. They're really pushing to at least get someone on base. 3-2, that's a grounder foul. We'll do it again. It's been a... game's been pretty tense, pretty close throughout. It's currently top of the 6th inning. 6 down, 1 inning to go. That's a grounder. The shortstop corrals, throws in time. That will end the inning. Hampson with a scoreless 1-2-3 inning. And bottom of the 6th coming up. The Cubs are up 5-3. They're in a great position to win this game. Back in a moment.
John Malloy Broadcast Club, home of all Cubs sports. Find us at cubcast.org.
We're back with the bottom of the 6th inning about to get underway. Pitching change for the Warriors. Andrew Resonable on to pitch the bottom of the 6th. Number 7, a senior from Alemany. Play stopped for a bit. Umpire talking with either the fans or the Alemany dugout. Appears he's still talking. Can't really tell from here. And he'll slowly walk back into the umpire box. Not sure what they call it, but we're about to get underway. Jake Ortega out of the game final line. Gave up. Oh well, Jake Ortega has been out of the game. My apologies. That pitch was a ball, 1-0. 1-0 pitch from Sanabla. That's well outside. 2-0. He's just trying to keep the score as it is. Loyola trying to hopefully pile on to their past 2 innings of onslaught. That pitch was a strike. It's 2-1. Cubs, 5 runs in the past 2 innings. Hoping to get even more. Just keep adding on the lead for whoever comes in the top of the 7th to close out the game. Adder will take some practice swings. He'll get back into the box right here. 2-1. Bottom of the 6th. Pitcher's set. The 2-1. That's well up. That's high. Almost hit him. 3-1. If you're just tuning in, bottom of the 6th. 5-3 Cubs. Then it's pretty rough for both teams' offenses in the first couple innings, and that one will hit him. It appears he was hit. Or no, it was a walk. And that'll be a runner on base with Josh Ferguson up to hit the 8-hole hitter. So yeah, it's been a tight game. First 3 innings, both offenses couldn't get anything going. We had 0 hits for both teams through the first 3 innings. For both teams scored 4 both teams scored 2 in the 4th. Alemany scored 1 in the 5th, and Loyola scored 3 in the bottom half of the 5th. Now it's a 1-0 count to Josh Ferguson. The number 22 senior. That's a line drive, base it off the middle. Quite a loud crack of the bat right there. Now Loyola is threatening to score for the 3rd inning in a row. 2 runners on, 0 outs. Rasanable looking a bit shaky to start off. First walks one and then a hit. A pretty solid hit nonetheless from Ferguson. Loyola with a chance to score and add on to the lead. Give whoever comes in the bottom half of in the top half of the 7th a really easy path to close out a game. 9-hole hitter up. First pitch of that bat coming up. That's a strike. Backdoor, what looked like curveball or slider. Whatever it was. It's 0-1. Wind is still blowing out. 3-run home run. Maybe. Not likely, but can always dream. What's a lot more of a possibility, base hit into the outfield or hopefully something into the gap. That's what he's trying to do. That's another strike. Looked a bit outside, but nonetheless, it is 0-2. Pitcher took a bit to come set, but he is now 0-2. First a fake pickoff attempt. Bit of mind games going on the field. Pitcher always weary of any base runners that might come on to this point, he might just want to focus on the hitter. He has an 0-2 count on him. Would probably be in his best interest to shut him down as soon as possible. 0-2, swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. 1 down. Still runners on first and second with 1 out. For Adam Magbach, who has had 3 plate appearances and has 3 walks. Drawn a walk every single time he's came up to the plate. Got a batting average, or no, an on-base percentage of 4,000 in this game. First pitch, that's outside. 1-0 to Magbach. Funny how they've pitched quite a bit outside to him, and then he just gets on base and then just becomes a speedster. And you definitely don't want to walk him now to load the bases. This is absolutely the last time you want to walk. Even though a base hit might just bring in a run, but at this point you have to. That's your only option. So there's a strike on the low and outside corner. It's 1-1 to Magbach. Loyola threatening to score again. Warriors trying to limit any damage. The 1-1. That's a hard hit ground ball right to the first baseman, to second for 1, and ooh, the slide, or the second base. The runner collided into him, but that'll be an automatic out for interfering. So that will end the inning in a pretty confusing way. Maybe a bit of a painful way for the second baseman, or the shortstop, but at the end of the day, that will get the Warriors out of the inning. Loyola really threatened right there with runners on first and second, but no runs score. Final half of the inning, final top of the 7th coming up next.
John Malloy Broadcast Club, home of all Cubs sports. Find us at cubcast.org.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. When you look around, wouldn't you consider it privilege to associate yourself with such a fine-looking man as is standing in uniform in this ballpark today?
We're back for the top of the 7th. They're going to leave. The Loyola Cubs manager Keith Ramsey will leave Carter Hampson in the game. Interesting to see him go. This would be his 3rd inning. Will be interesting to see if he can close it out. Obviously, he's earned Coach Ramsey's trust. Let's see if it pays off. The first pitch is a strike, 0-1. Loyola did have someone brewing in the pen earlier. Then they took him off. Now it appears someone was going back just in case, but Hampson obviously wants to finish this off. It's an 0-2 count right away, fouled off. So Hampson, very quick 0-2. He's trying to end this game quickly. He's trying to have a quick 1-2-3. That's what he's got to be aiming for. 0-2 pitch. That's outside a little. 1-2. Warriors trying to get anyone on base to just try and spark a final rally. So that seems like their only hope at this point. The game. 1-2. That's high fly right field. That ball is gone. A home, or no, that ball is caught. That ball was foul. My apologies. It cleared the fence. It was just foul. So quite a hit. It was a pretty high pitch, but he got his hands to it. Just swung a bit early, and the count will stay 1-2. So 1-2 the count. Bit of a scare from Hampson, but he still has the chance to put him away. 1-2 is low. 2-2. So this Alemany batter has kept the inning, has stayed alive basically. It got down to 0-2 pretty quickly. Took a ball, rocketed one that was just foul. And now taking another pitch, 2-2. That's a base hit out towards the left field. Left fielder will get to it, limit it to 1. Now a runner on first. No outs. Once again, Coach Ramsey is trusting Hampson out there to pitch another inning, which could be a bit taxing on the arm, but clearly he's earned his trust. So Hampson just trying to finish it off, trying to finish off the Cubs' win. But now he'll have to do it with a runner on first and the tying run at the plate. That is just low. 1-0. Hampson still has a chance to get that double play ball, but he's gotta be able to find a way to maneuver out of this. It's not that big of a deal, only a runner on first. Swing and a miss, 1-1. But anytime it's the 9th inning, you have the tying run at the plate, you're really just thinking about do not give up a home run. And really, you really shouldn't be giving up anything, or else you'll just end up in even more trouble. So Hampson trying to limit all that. There's a pickoff attempt, that'll be safe. Still 1-1. Bell ringing. 6:01. They're 1 minute late. We've gone on for about 2.5 hours. And another pickoff attempt. That one will get behind the first baseman a little bit. He's fine. One count still with the runner on first. The tying run is at the plate. That's what Hampson's got to be thinking about. 1-1. That is a grounder. Diving attempts by both the third baseman and shortstop to no avail as that ball goes into left field. There are runners on first and second, nobody out. The tying run is now on first. The winning run coming up to the plate. Or it wouldn't be the winning run as they are the away team. It would be the go-ahead run. Not great either way. Hampson, he's been given Ramsey's trust. He has to hold down the fort. Except he's made it quite a bit harder, but he has to hold it down. He's probably aiming for a strikeout or a double play ball. Or at the very least, weak contact. Hampson is set, and the batter will call time. That happens a lot in these big games. The batter just it's quite a bit of pressure, but just has to cool it down somehow, and timeouts help with that. a lot of times does become very annoying for the viewer, but it helps them. And that's a fake pickoff attempt from Hampson. Same thing with pitchers. They step off quite a bit in bigger moments. Bigger moments often take longer at bats. That's why MLB recently implemented a pitch clock. Not here at the high school level, at least not yet. But yeah, these are very big pressure-packed moments. First pitch, and he shows bunt. He missed. 0-1. Not the most not unreasonable to bunt, especially when the tying run is on first, and that's got to be the man they're thinking about. Just trying to get him home. In this situation, at least if it's the runner on second, the Cubs would absolutely trade an out for a run. Not sure where that'd come into play here, but it's true. It just shows how important the tying run is at this point in the game. 0-1. That is a ball, 1-1. Bit of an interesting, like, oh no, that was a strike. Excuse me, it is now 0-2. It's always interesting how defenses adjust when an opponent is trying to bunt. And a lot of times if the defense just comes in, well, guess what? He's not bunting anymore. And that's what happened there, but it was a strike nonetheless, 0-2. Batter taking his sweet time, trying to get back in the box. He'll take a couple practice swings. He'll get in. A lot of yelling going down in the field, but he'll get into the box. It's 0-2, runners on first and second, nobody out, 5-3 game, Cubs are up. And this pitcher, the pitcher Carter Hampson, trying to validate his coach's trust in him. 0-2. That is a ball just outside. Check swing didn't go around as well. And it's 1-2. Wasn't a bad pitch from Hampson. It just went a bit outside. Did not get a call. Did not get the call from them. And count will be 1-2. He's set. The pitch struck him out. What a pitch by Hampson, and that'll be one away. Cubs are 2 outs away from winning the game. Hampson, a big strikeout right there. And you can't even undermine how big that was to get from nobody out to 1 out. Now a double play would end the game. And at this point, the winning run, the important run, still at first. Absolutely great situation for the Cubs. And pinch hitter is up for they pinch hit a lefty for the Warriors. Obviously, the righty-lefty matchup, the Warriors view that as favorable. That's what's viewed as favorable when you have the splits do better against righties than lefties. First pitch. That is a strike. That's a strike. 0-1. 0-1. The curveball just inside, just in the low and inside corner. Just caught it. It's 0-1. A big at bat right here. The 0-1 pitch from Hampson. That's gonna be low. A 1-1. Catcher keeps it in front of him. Still runners on first and second. Hampson trying to tightrope his way out of this. Trying to win the game for the Cubs. Get the Cubs their 6th win of the year. 1-1. That one's outside. 2-1. Hampson, the senior, trying to capitalize on this big moment. His coach trusted him to go back out there for a 9th inning, for the 7th inning. Sorry. This is the high school equivalent of the 9th inning. That is a strike. It's 2-2. Looking for a strikeout, a double play, weak contact. That is what Hampson wants. This batter just trying to pass the baton, maybe. Trying to keep a rally alive. 2-2. That's hit out towards center. Center fielder racing in, but it's the shortstop that'll get it. And the infield fly rule was called anyway, so that'll be 2 down. A pop out to the shortstop will leave the Cubs 1 out away from winning the game. Hampson started off the inning with 2 runners on. He gave up 2 runners on, Got a strikeout. Now a pop out. The first pitch, lined center fielder, under it, he'll make the catch. Cubs win it. They get their 6th win of the year. They win this one 5-3. The Cubs, the offense came alive during the 4th and 5th innings after a slow start for both teams. Cubs pulled ahead. They get their 6th win of the year. They moved to 6-11 over Alemany. The Alemany Warriors fall to 5-9, and the Cubs will have won the game. Thank you for tuning in from the John Malloy Broadcasting